I don't know about you, but I could use a little Disney magic in my life, and today we have a little vintage Disney magic. Hello friends, welcome or welcome back. If you are new here, hi, I'm Teresa and I am book, beauty, art, and Disney obsessed. So those are the type of videos that I do post on my channel. If you would like to hang out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, hit that subscribe button and ring that bell. That way YouTube will let you know each and every time I upload a new video. So the other day, my mom was going through some old boxes and she pulled out a whole bunch of vintage Disney things. And if you've been here a while or if you have not, I am obsessed with Disney parks. I actually have 2 Disney park vlogs. I'll link them down below if you did want to watch those. You know, you're planning a new trip or you're stuck at home for whatever reason and you just want to feel that little oh, I'm there, Disney magic sort of thing. Those vlogs are listed down below. But I did not just become Disney obsessed. I was raised to be Disney park obsessed. So my parents have been going to Disney parks since a long time. Like they went to, I think, the Magic Kingdom a few years after it had opened, and they went to Epcot just after it had been opened. And when I first went, whenever I was 2, almost 2, Hollywood Studios, which was then MGM, Disney's MGM Studios, had just opened. So we have a lot, collectively, we have a lot of vintage Disney things. And today, let's see, I already did the thumbnail, and hoisting it up was not was not the best idea because the shoulder still hurts quite a lot. And last night was a rough night, sleeping wise with that shoulder. But let me try again. There we go. I have a bag full of vintage Disney goodies, and yeah, let's just go through them. If this is the type of video that you would like to see more of, I'm sure we have even more vintage Disney goodies. Let me know in the comments down below. So first, let's just look at this this stellar bag we have going on. So this is a very 1970s Walt Disney World resort. You have, see if I can get it focused. So you have Mickey. So I guess it would be 80s and not 70s because I'm seeing this now. We have Spaceship Earth. We have Cinderella Castle. Some fireworks going on. And we have the river boat. Oh, here we go. There's an actual date, 1985. 2 years before I was born, if you're keeping track of that. That does mean that I'm 35. So it has Together at Disney and then that retro design. And I do have to say, because when she gave this to me, I commented how not this was a shopping bag, right? How not user friendly of Disney. There are no handles on this. So you were just walking around the parks, just holding your souvenirs like this. All right, so let's dive into this bag and see what is inside. So there's bags within bags. I didn't even see this bag. Okay. This is cool. So this is from 1988. Another Disney bag. This one's from MGM. I still call it MGM, by the way. But we have the Great Movie Ride things going on here. And we have the Eiffel Tower in the back. So yeah, how cool. So inside of this bag, there are a few newspapers. So I guess it was the sort of thing, I don't know if they had arrived to this or not, or if this was the sort of thing once upon a time. I know on the last 2, I think it was, really the last Disney trip I noticed, you didn't get any booklet or anything like that whenever you checked in, no map of the resort or anything like that. Once upon a time though, you got a map of the resort, you got the maps of the parks, the showtimes, all of this whenever you checked in. So maybe this is something that was in whenever you checked in. This is called Walt Disney World News. And so it says, Disney MGM Studios theme park, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. So this must have been to celebrate the opening of MGM. Okay, so yeah, this must have been something that you got whenever you checked in, or maybe it was in your room, because on the opposite side, you get the park hours. So it has Magic Kingdom, Epcot, and MGM. The Typhoon Lagoon hours, Pleasure Island. I miss walking around Pleasure Island definitely, but I miss the Adventurers Club so much. I think about that almost once a week. Disney Village Marketplace, the hours, which stayed open from 10 to 10. Okay, similar hours as Disney Springs. That's what Disney Springs used to be called. So it was Disney Village Marketplace, Downtown Disney, and then Disney Springs. Oh, and they even still have River Country that was open. I've never been to a Disney water park, but for some reason I've always wanted to go to River Country, probably because I can't go to it. So it's like one of those things. We have a new ride that is opening at Tomorrowland, Dream Flight. Let me know if you've ridden that one before. It's not one that I remember. Oh, and the Neverland Club had opened at the Polynesian. That's pretty cute. Are you serious? I had no clue. So like Illuminations is like, I don't know. I do like the current one. What's the current? Harmonious. I do really like Harmonious, but like Illuminations was like in my heart for so many years. I didn't realize how many years it had been in my heart though for. This is saying in 1988-ish that Illuminations, I don't know how well it's showing, but that Illuminations is starting. At Epcot Center, World Showcase Lagoon comes the backdrop for Illuminations, and I never realized that Nations in Illuminations has the capital N, because I don't know why I never saw it spelled. That's so cool. I didn't realize that fireworks show was on for so long. Y'all want to laugh at this? So whenever I bought, it's about pass holders. When I bought my pass holder ticket for my last trip, because it ended up being a very expensive trip unless I go before it runs out in February again, which cross fingers, because I had to cancel my summer trip because I ended up having surgery. So like all of that. But I paid the DVC price of, I think I paid like $750 because I had a race that had been canceled, and so I just got a refund from the race onto gift card. That's what they're called, Disney debit card, on a gift card, and that I just put for that. So the DVC discount cost me around that with the gift card, but I think the DVC annual pass holder was around like $900, and a regular pass holder when they were selling them was a little over $1,000. Now there's less things to do, but and what a deal it is. So you can get an adult price way back when, to an adult price of an annual pass holder, or passport as they called it, was $180, and a child, so ages 3 to 9, was $155. And if you were under the age of 3, you didn't have to pay to go into the parks. So yeah, if I could go back in time and do anything, I would travel back in time to these prices that I see, because you'll see, I did look at a few things. You will see that's a trend. That is definitely a trend. All right, so this is cool. So they have a few of these in here. An MGM Studio Guidebook. We kept, and I still keep, the guidebooks. Okay, premiering this fall on the Disney Channel, Chippendale Rescue Rangers. So we have Director Mickey. I'm sorry, I kind of jumped ahead. We have Director Mickey on the cover of this map because MGM had just opened up. There's even more about each attraction. But look at this beaut. Look how tiny. And I guess it still is a tiny park. But look at the original map for Hollywood Studios. Man. So the backlot tour is here. This is where, I don't even know anymore. I think around-ish that's where Toy Story Land currently is. The backlots here, like this is all Star Wars Land. What's it called? Galaxy's Edge? Is that what it's called? That sounds like a phone and not a park. Anyway, this is Star Wars Land. That's what I call them in my head. So yeah, and this is really the only part that has kind of stayed the same. So like this is like the Pride and Joy. I'd never put this on a car, but it's a license plate from Disney's MGM Studios. And by the way, this sucker costs $3. So yeah. So that's fun. Some MGM goodies. Moving on. Parking pass for Epcot. So I don't know, because I never park, because I typically always fly, or if I drive, I'm staying on property, so I just use their transportation system. But I know that parking is not this anymore, but parking was $2. But isn't this like the coolest little parking pass ever? Ooh, so this one didn't fare as well. Just like the plastic bag. Oh, but there's people on this one, as well as Mickey. You have a paper bag, but there's like the Luau girls. I guess just two people enjoying themselves. I don't know. I like this. Okay, Walt Disney World Village which is now Disney Springs. I think I said that before. This is, this looks brand new, and this is from 1982. Like, look at this. So we have this, we have the little map of how to get there. So we have, let's see if anything is the same, because then we have the big map. So this is a lot smaller than Disney Springs currently is. Let's see if anything is the same. There's a place called Shoe Time, casual and dress shoes for women. So they still have, I think, if I'm not mistaken, they still have Captain Jack's Oyster Bar, but I think now it's an oyster and like margarita bar. But yeah, pretty much everything has been renamed or rethemed or something like that, just in the same buildings. This was a bit before my time. I don't remember it ever being called the Walt Disney World Village. The sun's back. I just remember it always being called Downtown Disney. This is from 1983 at Easter time. And once again, looks brand new, older than me, fared a lot better than I did in life. It's called Easter Around the World, and this is cute. Like, it has the things that you can do, the little celebration things you can do at each park. Very cute. A lot of little magazines. And I'm not exactly sure purchased them there. They're like information magazines, or if these were just like things sent out. Like, I don't know if they still do. I doubt they do. But like whenever I was growing up, they would send out, like when you booked a reservation on property, they would send out a VHS tape or a DVD, depending on the times, of like all the cool new things that you can do once you get to property. And yes, when I was homesick, I would watch those. But so I don't know if that's where these came from. 1986. So these must have been, oh, there it is. Oh, so we have two 1986s. Ooh, 1986, not 26, 1986 World of Walt Disney Travel. So this must have been a travel company. Okay, so currently this is exactly what it looks like in front of Spaceship Earth. And I didn't realize that for the 50th, they were bringing this back. Like they had taken away, I don't know if you can see it, how well you can see it. Get a little closer, it's telling me. So there you go, like this. They brought that back. So this is exactly what it looks like. That is cool. The prices again. Okay, something to do with making your reservations. We're gonna go with prices on this. You ready? Okay. So it is 3, 5, and 7 nights, and they have them like wherever you want to stay. So like if you're staying at Walt Disney World, if you're staying at Walt Disney World Village, which I think now they're called Friends of Disney Resorts. We're Disney property people, so let's look at our Disney property. So we're gonna go all out. We're gonna go for a 7-night Walt Disney World Resort Magic, and they give 3 different choices. So the golf resort, I know that there's a golf resort now, Shades of Green is what it's called, but it's only for if you are a current or former retired military personnel, or your family is part of the military or is retired from the military. But apparently at one time you could just stay there. There's also Fort Wilderness, and then there are the Lake Villas at Fort Wilderness. Then Contemporary Resort and Polynesian Resort, they just lump them together. So one of those 2 resorts. So this includes round trip transfer from Orlando International Airport to your hotel. So like the Magical Express, or a car rental for the entire stay. 7 nights accommodation, as well as Disney transportation, which has always been included. 5-day admissions into the park, so unlimited like park hopper for Epcot and Magic Kingdom. 1 admission to Discovery Island, which used to be, I guess it was like an attraction. It was an attraction in Bay Lake where like a wildlife attraction sort of thing. It closed down around the time, maybe a little before, but like once plans for Animal Kingdom really went underway, that's when they closed it down. And now it's just, you can still see it, it's still there. If you're on the water and you're going from one of the Magic Kingdom resorts, specifically, or the TTC, you're gonna pass right by it. So, but admission into that, 1-day admission into a water park, and then 1 dinner is all included in this price. So let's just go at the Polynesian or the Contemporary. For 1 adult staying there, doing all those things, it was $1,107, which I know like that was a pretty penny back then. These prices are insane. insanely cheap, that is. Alright, so we have another one, Do It All Disney, which has all of, literally all of the things you can do, like where you can dine. They have, look at these pictures. Love vintage pictures, love vintage Disney pictures. Look how much fun they look like they're having. Just playing tennis. And the same people at the Polynesian. They're just living their 1980s life. A one-day Magic Kingdom ticket or a one-day Epcot Center ticket was $24.50. Oh, this is so cute. So so the travel company must have been some sort of travel planning agency. Look how cute Mickey is. I love it. And then we have some tickets. So before you got the Magic Band, you had plastic card tickets, which yes, I still have most of mine. And then before that even, you had paper tickets like that. How cute. So this was from 1986. We have your Epcot Center Guidebook. Oh, and don't forget to capture the spectacle with Kodak. Kodak was one of the biggest sponsors for Epcot, and actually if you go, when they were designing Epcot, they actually did a lot of the colors around. So like the cement colors were colored a certain way or painted a certain way, dyed, I guess. I don't know how they do this, but a certain way, and different things around the park were colored in that way so that, according to Kodak, you yourself, like as a person, you would pop with those pictures, which that's something that I always thought was cool. The old fashioned. Oh, so you have that. You have the World Showcase and Future World. So cool. I cannot wait to see what they do with Future World for the 50th of Epcot. Oh, and Horizons and Universe of Energy are so yeah, a lot of like really defunct things that are not there anymore. Ooh, original Journey into Imagination with the Dream Finder. That's pretty cool. So then we have this. So Epcot Center, and there were some postcards in here, which I don't know where they are. They must be somewhere in the bag. And we have some pictures. And if I do all of the pictures, this is going to be a really long video. So I will just do a few of them. Let me know in the comments down below, though, if you do want another video where we look through like all of the vintage Disney pictures that I have. I don't want to say all of the Disney pictures that I have because I have pictures from like 30 trips worth. So, you know, just select few. The train station. Love this one. I think that I will frame this one. So we have one in the monorail. This one's really cool too. We have Main Street. Look how like open this looks. It's a Small World, and my mom did date this. This was from August 12th, 1980. Classic castle. Gotta love it. Okay, so y'all remember whenever the characters could just walk around, like Wild could just walk around? So we have not only that, this looks like it was actually a parade, but we have a Mary Poppins penguin. Like, that is cool. That is so cool. Daisy and Huey, Dewey, or Louie. I don't know how to tell the difference. Uncle Scrooge! I love Uncle Scrooge so much. Okay, so we have another day pass, and this was from my first trip, July 12th through 15th in 1989. This was a 5-day pass for a grand total of $112. We have the Hula Girls from It's a Small World. The Contemporary, but without Bay Lake Tower. It is so weird to see it. Like, now, I worked there whenever Bay Lake was being built, but it's so weird to see it now, like without Bay Lake Tower right there. My mom in the UK pavilion. Love this picture. Germany pavilion. France pavilion. Once again, crazy to see it without the Ratatouille area built in. An inflatable, I assume, for the 4th of July of Mickey. Very basic Mary Poppins topiary. Disney has always done topiary, but I find that recently, like the last few years, especially for Flower and Garden, they are so much more detailed than this. See, this is what I'm talking about whenever I was like, it's wild. They used to just be able to walk around. So these 3 pictures are of me. So we have me with random people around us, which is weird to see as well, because now it's like it's so isolated whenever you meet characters. But with Friar Tuck from Robin Hood, that's me right there, by the way, sporting the fanny pack and a baseball cap with a T. I don't even know what that was from. But yeah, me with the White Rabbit from Snow White, from Alice in Wonderland, and me with King, ooh, what was the king's name from Robin Hood? So yeah, me with that king. I haven't seen these yet. The other ones I saw, and I was like, oh, I want those for a video. I have both of the things in this picture that my father is wearing. So this is by the Indiana Jones Adventure at Hollywood Studios, and at least at one point you could go, it was like a photo stop place. So that's me in the driver's seat, and that's him below. I have the shirt and the hat. The hat I just have in a box, but the shirt I do still wear. And it's an MGM shirt. Me with Minnie. I don't know why I don't look thrilled to be with Minnie. Now when I take pictures, I am all like a crazy person. And then did you know that they didn't always, in front of the castle, have the partner statue? They used to have a topiary of Mickey and Minnie, and here I am sat in front of it. So before Mickey's Toontown, there was Mickey's Starland, Mickey's birthday party town. I forget what it was called, but it was where Toontown was, where Storybook Circus is. And so they would have places where like kids could go and take pictures. I wasn't a giant kid in these pictures, by the way. I was just, you know, it was tiny kid sized, like cartoon sized. And this, I still remember this show, even though I was that young whenever I saw it. Goof Troop had a show. Oh, this is the stuff of nightmares. This is the stuff of nightmares right here. For a parade, giant Mickey Mouse. And then behind him, if you couldn't see very well in that picture, there were these guys. Oh my god, that's terrifying. Also in the parade, characters riding tricycles. And this is a cool float. Cool float right there with Minnie on it. And we're going to end this little vintage Disney adventure on one of my favorite things that they still do have today, although they don't move. These are the balloons inside of the land. And the final thing that I did want to show you, I don't know where the rest are. We had a lot. No, I don't know where they are. But all that I can seem to find are these. So when Disney sold postcards, which they don't really sell anymore. I know they did for the 50th. It was like a pack of postcards. But these are some postcards from Epcot Center. Specifically, well, mostly in the World Showcase. So we have the China Pavilion, the UK Pavilion, and it strikes me as so strange, like these were done by Disney photographers, but they chose to go when the park had people to take these pictures. It just strikes me as strange. It's cool though, because you can see their fashion. Spaceship Earth and monorail. We have Italy. Ooh, glare. So we have Italy there, the Japan Pavilion, the bridge into France. Peep that band right there. All right, the Mexico Pavilion looks a little different now. And the American Adventure. So that is it. Thank you so much for watching today's video, and please do, on all of these things, comment down below what you think about these things, what your favorite thing from a past Disney trip is, or like a Disney park collectible that you have. I would love to hear from you. If you know somebody who loves all things Disney park, or who would like to get a little blast from the past with these vintage Disney park items, share this video out to them. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in another video. Goodbye.